Hello, hi everyone. I have recently given an interview with a BSFI client company, and I would like to discuss the interview questions, four or five major questions that they have asked me, and how I have cleared the interview, so that it's useful for fellow project managers in data analytics field. So here I go. The first question was what was my experience about, and I have given them the walkthrough along with timelines on the different projects that I have worked with. Since it was a data analytics project, I have started with data engineering, and then I covered all the data engineering use cases of data ingestion, data migration, and then went with DS, where I covered with the Gen AI project and also the ML machine learning algorithm project. And thirdly, I have covered the visualization project, which was into Power BI. So I have covered these three projects for them, and I have given them step by step phases where I have helped as a project manager throughout the SDLC life cycle. And second question, they asked me to describe in detail, to pick one project and give the details of where and how I have helped the team. So I have taken the example of UC migration, where we started with information or gathering the requirement. In following the SDLC basic principle, I have the first requirement phase where I have sat with SA and the client, gather the required input of high level objective of what we want to achieve as a team. And since it was a UC migration, Unity Catalog migration in Databricks, the data was already in Databricks for the client. We just had to upgrade it or migrate it. But that required a lot of efforts, as it was the data was completely in sync or in the fabric of all the data pipelines, all the workflows that already are present. So it was a challenging task. So I have picked this project and explained it thoroughly from end to end. Gathering, and first one was information gathering, next one was requirement analysis through discovery sessions that I have scheduled with client, where we have discussed thoroughly on all the questions that we could encounter, or challenges that we could encounter throughout the life cycle of the project. And thirdly, on execution phase, I have scheduled calls with the client and also internally to discuss on the architecture. Here we basically followed the three layered architecture for catalog. When I say three layered, there were three business units, and we had created three different catalogs for three different business units. And we have a Hive metastore which had the details of metadata stored in them. So single Hive metastore controlling these three catalogs, QA, dev, QA, and prod, were established. After discussions, we have arrived at this. And coming back to the SDLC lifecycle, next one was after execution. We were talking about the testing and integration of different layers, because the client's data itself was very complex. We had to do thorough testing and integration of different workspaces or environments. So they had different subscriptions, so we had established the networking and cross networking for them, and we have finally established the connection so that the Hive metastore could speak with all the environments. And fourth one was about testing. Thorough testing has been done, and we have deployed project by project, and once that is done, we have closed the project. So this is how in detail I have given them steps, and I have dwelled more detailedly, but I'm not going to that extent in for the sake of the video. So now I'll move to the third question that they have asked me. So they have asked me like why I was moving to their company, and what is that I'm looking forward. So for this, I have answered them saying that my interests align with BSFI sector, which is evergreen, and in my view, in my analysis, it says stays strong during all the ups and downs of the economy, regardless of COVID or regardless of any other situations. So my interest was in BSFI sector, and also my skill sets are matching with data analytics. So that is where I find the sweet spot, and I want to develop my skills there. So that's what I have communicated and in given them as an answer, which was very satisfying for them. And fourth one, they asked me, um, from my experience, was there any aha moment in my career? So I have given them an example where we were doing a time series analysis, and although we were achieving some good results, like through my experience working with the point of sale data, the client has given a thought of why not we include the point of sale data as well. So I along with client have come up with that. So we have included that point of sale data as well. So that has been one aha moment in the career. So I have good part was I have already thought about it. So in the interview it was easy for me to describe it and help and give the answer. And last question was they were asking how I would handle resources who are much senior to me. So the answer which I have given is practically what I do is I sit with the resource, and if there is any difference in approach, we try to troubleshoot it using the logic. Like if the logic of one approach is superior or efficient compared to the other one, I think we stick with the approach that is more efficient and more time saving one, because regardless of whatever approach we follow, end of the day we want to uh, achieve the business goal. So that's what is the motive. So we stick with the approach that has more efficiency, more time saving, and less resource consumption. So that is what I have told them. These were the 4 to 5 major questions that they have asked me, and also they were looking for how I was able to troubleshoot or navigate through problem solving. So there were other questions which were around problem solving, and other questions on how I would communicate with clients, etc., and how the communication protocols I established with clients, etc. But I think I'll cover those in the next video. For this video, I just wanted to highlight on this 4 to 5 important questions that they have asked me, and how I have answered, so that other PMs can take it and add their flavor on top of this. Yeah, hope this video helps you all.